Welcome back to the Mr. Rossi Drawing Studio, where today we're going to be drawing bum bum Bustin' makes me feel good. The Ghostbusters Ecto1. So this is going to be a part 1 to a 2-part video, okay? Where I'm going to teach you later how to draw the Ghostbusters themselves. So you want to tune in for that episode. But first, let's draw that car, okay? We're going to draw the Ghostbusters. We're going to have fun, super fast, super easy stuff as always, guys. Right up in here with your favorite Ghostbuster, Mr. Rossi. All right, guys? So, don't forget to tell Mom, tell Dad, tell the Perro, tell the Gato, tell that Conejo, Abuelo from across the street, to that new friend you met at Walmart about the Mr. Rossi Drawing Channel. Guys, we're going to draw this car right here. That's the one. You're going to like it. Let's get started. Let's grab that bustin' pencil. Let's go on, guys.
Here we go, guys. The Ecto1 and a little ghost goblin escaping the clutches of the chasing Ecto behind it. Guys, we're going to learn how to draw this up today. Super fast, super easy as always. You're going to need a pencil, maybe a little something to trace with so that all these lines come out pretty nice. These are the crayons that I've used on this drawing here. You got 3, 6, 7 crayons. I got that burgundy. I like that burgundy for the back. Although in this drawing it's red, but in the final I'm going to make it burgundy. This is that little bit of light blue or any kind of blue for the reflection here, the lights there, and the lights, siren lights going off. Little orange, a little bit of yellow, little yellow up in there. Little black for the tires and the buildings in the background, and a little bit of gray. So those are the 7 colors you're going to need for this awesome adventure with Mr. Rossi. Let's jump on this, guys. And there's going to be another video where I'm going to teach you how to draw. If you're interested, you got to do this one first. If you're interested in learning how to draw some Mr. Rossi style, simple, easy Ghostbusters. We're catching a ghost. Oh, Ben, I'll show you how to draw these guys in part 2, exclusive only to the Mr. Rossi YouTube channel. But for right now, we got to learn how to draw that car so we can throw it in the background when we draw in our little Ghostbusters. All right, guys, let's begin. Let me put my crayons away, put my drawing away. And let's get ready. Let me use this nice little chili pepper. And I'm going to draw and trace at the same time so you can see everything looking pretty good. All right, that's pretty good. That's awesome right there. All right, guys, so we're going to start with a nice little number 1 right here. A little number 1 going diagonal like that. Just a little number 1 is going diagonal like this right here. And then I'm going to add a diagonal number 1 and a diagonal number 1 on the left and the right. Kind of like if I'm drawing a triangle. Okay? And kind of like I'm drawing a triangle. And across the top, I'm just going to close it. Give it slight little sad face. Now, this shape right here is a triangle with the top. It's a triangle with the top cut off. And we call this shape trapezoid. That's what we call that shape right here. We're going to add a parallel number 1 right here. And you see it's a little bit longer than this number 1 right there. Just a little bit longer. Now from the top of that number 1, I'm going to draw a number 1 slightly sad face. And I'm going to hook it and stop right here. I'm going to do a little bit of measuring. So I want to stop where this little corner is right here. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to draw my number 1 with a slight little sad face. And I'm going to hook it. Boom. So you see how it stops right there. And I'm only going to trace this little back hook. Like that. Okay? Now, I'm going to put my pencil now. I'm going to go to the front here. And I'm going to draw my number 1. Again, a little bit sad face and stop. A little bit sad face number 1 and stop. And now I want to do the same thing from this corner. And I'm going to stop right here where this one stops here. We're going to call that the stopping point. Like I said, we're going to do a little bit of measuring. And I'm going to do one from this corner here. I'm going to stop right where this one is, see? Right here. We kind of stop right there. So I go 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to put one right in the middle. Now, I'm going to go ahead from this corner, from this bottom of this number 1 here, I'm going to go all the way around, close them all up, and stop. All the way around, close them all up, and stop. I'm going to put my pencil right, not at the corner, but a little bit. I'm going to indent. I'm going to draw a little number 1 right here. Again, a little bit of a sad face to it. I'm going to do the same thing here. And then kind of stopping, again, at the same point. Now I'm going to close it here at the bottom. And right here at the corner, I'm going to draw the number 7. The number 7. Now I'm going to do a quick little pattern of a number 1, rectangle, and number 1, and stop right here. So I'm going to put my number 1, my rectangle, and I'm going to stop with the number 1 right there. Number 1, rectangle, and my number 1, and stop right there. Next up, I'm going to go from this corner, I'm going to go diagonal number 1, sad face. Diagonal number 1, sad face. And now I'm going to draw a number 1 all the way up to here, but I'm not going to touch anything. Just draw my number 1 up to here. You see I didn't touch anything. Now I'm going to add here a rectangle. And on the opposite side, a rectangle. Now from the bottom of this rectangle, I'm going to draw a number 1 all the way out. Number 1 all the way out. Now I'm going to draw, I'm going to go like that. I'm just going to draw number 1 and close it. Number 1, close it. And anywhere from the middle, a number 1 going all the way to that little corner back. Right here, I'm going to add another little window, but first I'm going to start with my little number 1. And I'm going to turn it into a rectangle. Let's draw that little ghost symbol right here. So I'm going to start with my circle. I'm going to put my number 11 in the middle. I'm going to trace that number 11, but I'm not going to trace the circle. At the top, I'm going to put a triangle. To the left, a triangle. And to the right, a triangle with a little number 1 right there. Now I'm going to trace my ghost. And now I'll trace just the outer parts of my circle. And now you could put your little, look at that. Pretty gangsters. A little later, I'm going to erase all these little pencil marks. Let's go ahead and draw the wheelses. So I'm going to put a happy face right here. And a happy face over here. I'm going to do this 2 times. 1, 2, and 2 times. 1, 2. Happy faces. 1, 2, 3. Happy faces. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to go ahead and draw just a couple little number 1s just to give that a little bit of more design there. Now right here, I'm going to add a little triangle. And over here, a little triangle. And maybe add another little number 1 going to it. Another little number 1 that goes to it. Little number 1 that goes to it. Triangle. Little number 1 that goes to it. Triangle. And simple, easy, I'm just going to use my Sharpie for this. I'm going to put 2 circles right here on the left. And 2 circles here on the right. Put a little rectangle here on the left. Little rectangle here on the right. With 2 circles inside each one. And I'm going to put the little license plate here. It's just a rectangle. You don't even have to draw the whole thing. Just put the 3 lines. And I'm going to put the little grill here. Just a couple little horizontal lines. And some vertical lines. Okay, now let's do the fun part, which is the top stuff here. Somewhere with a little siren there. The lights for the ambulance. Put my little sad face first. And then I'm going to put like a diagonal line, a little triangle. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side, but I just have to draw that one diagonal line. And I'm going to close it. And then if I go like this and add one more diagonal line right there, it gives a little more of a 3D effect. I'm going to put the number 11 here in the middle. So let me trace that for you. So I started with a sad face. Then I did like a little trapezoid. And I'm going to add a little letter L and close it. I know I changed it up a little bit because I saw an easier way of doing it once I traced it. I'm going to overlap right over that, the little lights in there. Doesn't matter if you do that because it's inside of this casing. Now over here, I'm just going to draw a number 1 real close. And I'm going to draw a sad face with a number 1 at the top, number 1 at the bottom, and close it with the letter C and add a couple letter C's in the middle. I'm going to do the same thing where I'm just going to put like a circle and a little letter C like that. Makes it look a little more 3D. I'm going to add the ladder now. I'm going to go like this and just put like an upside down letter L right here. And another one right next to it, parallel. And I'm going to do that 2 times. And I'm going to add my horizontal lines. And I'm going to add just a little bit more window here. Just another little number 1 and another little top to that. And maybe just add a little bit of this little hook right here. Boom. It's adding more of that little line. Now I'm going to add let's put a little square here. A little squint right there. And put a little rectangle right across the top. And I'm going to put a number 1 with a sad face on top. And I'm going to put a taller little square right here with a rectangle right on top and another rectangle shooting out. A couple little lines in there. Maybe a couple little lines like that. A couple little happy faces in here. Put a little sad face up in here. Now I'm going to add another little rectangle right here. Put some vertical lines in it. Maybe put a couple little squares on top. Square, different sizes. And close it there. I'm going to close this here with my Sharpie. And now I'm going to put like another little rectangle coming off the side like that. And I'm going to draw that hose and connect it right here. There's a hose that goes on the side of the car. It's a little sad face. I'll put some number 1s in there. And let's put that other little siren piece on the back. I'm just gonna put the letter, like a number 1 and my diagonal line, and put a little diagonal line like that, and put my little circles in there. All I need to do is add like 2 of them. I just want to add just maybe a little bit more right here. You just go like that, add little lines. Maybe put another little rectangle in here for detail. Maybe just put, let's go horizontal right here again. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little horizontal line right there too. Now I'll put a little rectangle right there. Oh, the satellite dish. Just a little oval right here. Maybe put a little number 1, a couple little number 1s like that in the back. Little triangle right there. 1, 1, 1, 1. Put your little diagonal lines like this. Give it that little bit of reflection. And just add a few more over here. Sad face from here to the car. And I'm going to put a little sad face right there. I'm going to start my city like this. I'm going to start with a happy face. This makes it look like it's moving. With a number 1. And I used to do my little rectangles like this. I'm going to pick it up on this side. And to make the car look like it's, like, you know, taking a turn and moving, just put the big letter C like that. Another letter C like this. And I'll put like a little bit of W. Now here I'll draw the ghost. I did it down here. So I'm gonna do it down here, the ghost. Okay? And the ghost, I'll just start with like, now think of spaghetti. Okay, that's how I like to teach it, is spaghetti. Just little wavy lines like this. So I'll start my little wavy ghost line with the letter N, a capital letter N, like that. Just like that. And then I'm just gonna go with a sad face. And now I'm just gonna draw the little arms. I'm just gonna go up, little sad face, up, sad face, up, sad face. Going all the way around like a roller coaster ride. Right here, I'll do the same little arm. It's okay if you go right over the car, because I know you guys know that ghosts, you know, you can see right through them. He's flying away there. Put a little thumb right here. It's just a little sad face. Thumb right there. Sad face. Now the eyes are going to go, like, I'm going to put the letter C backwards. I'm going to go from the top all the way to the bottom. C backwards, top, all the way to the bottom. And I'll put the mouth. A couple little rings inside the mouth. Put the little slime. By the way, it's called the Ecto1. And ecto is ectoplasm. And ectoplasm means slime. So, now that our drawing is done, I'm going to put my name right up in here. And I am going to show you what happens when you go ahead and just take the time to erase. Take the time to erase, like we erased that little ghost right there. So now you see that he's overlapping. Looks nice and neat like that. I'm going to erase this. I wish I didn't go too far right there, but it is what it is. Still looks good. Still looks real good. So you see, that's why when you trace, don't trace while you're working. And most importantly, you want to get rid of this line, the top line. That's why I didn't trace it at the beginning. Just wanted to get rid of it right quick. And there, just going to clean up just a little bit there. Now you have a beautifully drawn Mr. Rossi style Ecto1. And stick around. As always, I want to show you what it looks like when you color it up. All right, so if you want to stick around for that, you know, I'm going to quick time it just for you. Let's go. There it is, guys. A fully colored Ghostbusters car. the Ecto1. Yeah, if you were sticking around this long, you saw me color the whole thing. I pulled out another crayon, a 8th crayon, this lime green, because I wanted to be kind of slimery. But he's not Slimer, but it is a ghost. I wanted him to have that. I want to be different than any other color that's on here. So that's why I gave you that color there. Again, it's a lime green. You don't have to go with this color pattern that I chose. You could change it up, you know. Make this yellow, make these all red, whatever you want. It's your Ecto1. You can't go wrong. Guys, if you like this video, you know what to do. Coming up, don't forget, if you like this one, you got part 2 coming up. Drawing the Ghostbusters. You can see they came out of the car and they caught that sliming ghost right here. So that's why it's better for you to watch this first so you can add the car and not have to teach that again. And you already know how to do the background and we kind of already got the feel for the ghost. You need to draw these guys right here. And they're all super duper easy. All right, guys? So come back for this video. Like this one, share this one, and don't forget, like I tell you in every video, be excellent to yourselves and each other.